On June 17, 2013, Ray Allen hit the biggest shot in NBA Finals history. It was a shot that people still talk about today, and this was 7 years ago. But the reason why it was so big is because it was on the biggest stage at the biggest time and the biggest moment. His team went on to win that championship. See, that sets the stage for what we're going to talk about this week, and our word of the week is consistent. See, a lot of people, when they think about this shot, they know Ray Allen's glory because he hit the shot, but they don't know his story. So there was a whole buildup behind the big shot and the big moment. See, a lot of people don't realize that Ray Allen actually made that shot thousands and thousands of times in practice before that moment. So he was conditioning himself to be in the position at the right time, at the right moment, to now make this incredible shot. I kind of liken this to our spiritual walk. What is it that we're doing in the privacy of our lives to make sure that when the moment comes, when God wants to use us at his opportune time, that we can hit the shots that he wants us to hit? In Galatians 6, Paul talks about reaping and sowing. He talks about sowing to the spirit, but then he also talks about people that sow to the flesh. And no matter where it is that you sow, you're going to reap a harvest. And in verse 9, he talks about do not grow weary in doing what is good, for at the right time, you'll reap a harvest if you don't give up. So there's a consistency that Paul is asking for believers to continue to go to and to continue to grow in. We need to continue to be consistent with our relationships with one another. We need to be consistent with our time with Jesus. See, one thing about Ray Allen is, and one thing about practice, if you ever play basketball or play the instrument or anything, there are times that you don't want to do those things. There's times I played basketball that I did not want to practice. I remember going to basketball practice and a coach telling us to stretch. And when he turned his head, I would fake like I'm doing something, but it wasn't actually doing it. I would kind of, just stretch a little bit. But that enabled me to be at my top performance when it was time to actually play. And just like basketball, practice matters. It's the same thing in our spiritual lives. When no one is watching, when we feel like this is the time that we can actually cheat a little bit and not give 100%, when we don't feel like we need to grow in God, those are actually the times that we need to be consistent. So specifically throughout this time, are you being consistent in your walk with Jesus? And if you're not, it's okay. Today and tomorrow is a new day for you to begin again. But continue to grow in Jesus. Be consistent in your walk. And at the right time, God is going to provide a moment for you to hit a really big shot in your walk. He wants to use you to change the world. We love you guys. Can't wait to see you soon.